Can you
Yeah,
hear me now?
yeah, that's much better. Yeah, much better. Good.
Is this time early for you?
Say again.
Is this time early for you?
Um, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's I get up sometimes early in the morning, but I thought it'd be better for you actually, because the other time would be late at night. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But there you go. Anyway, how are you?
Um, this week is real. I this week is really. I have a lot of tasks to do and I complete it. So today I have a free time to talk to you.
Yeah, yeah. Because you said don't bother you between Thursday and Saturday. You
Yes.
said not between Thursday and Saturday not to bother you because you had a lot of work to do.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I got that. I tried not to bother you. The email was interesting about the weddings.
Yes. Uh, I'm afraid that you don't know the P to live because I searched on Google and it said that it just thrive in Asia and Southeast Asia.
Sorry, what's rife in Southeast Asia?
Pay to live.
Oh, the beet, the nut and the leaf that you chew. Yeah, is
Yes,
that right?
yes,
Yeah, I've heard of the leaf uh, because I think people chew that in India and the Arab countries because it has a sort of mild effect, doesn't it? Sort of it gives them a bit of a lift. Yeah, but do they uh, do the wedding guests or the bride and the groom eat that or not?
no.
The nuts? No,
Uh,
no.
they put in the um, ancestor after. Do you know that?
Yeah, I think I do. Go on, carry on.
Yeah. Today I will talk about the wedding day in Vietnam, and
Yeah,
there is a Vietnamese folk song say that buy a buffalo, get married, and build house. It means wedding is one of three important things in Vietnamese life: that career, get married, and um, have a house. In the past,
yeah,
in the past, um, the way they celebrate a wedding ceremony is too complicated. There are six im- there are 6 important days on the process of wedding ceremony, but day by day, the people make it simpler. And nowadays, we just have 3 important days: that proposal ceremony, engagement ceremony, and wedding ceremony. Today, I just
yeah,
talk about the proposal and engagement ceremony.
yeah,
And the proposal ceremony is the day to formalize the relationship between two families and choose the day for engagement and wedding day. And um, and so it's just the small meeting from of two family, so the groom family don't need to bring many presents. They just need to bring um, petal leaf and a nut to put in the ancestor altar of the bride family.
yeah.
So
The ancestral altar. Is that what you're saying?
oh yes,
Ancestral altar. Yeah,
ancestor altar. And
yeah,
after the proposal ceremony, the parents of the bride and the groom family or their relatives go to the fortune teller. Do you know fortune teller? Uh, to
yeah,
to see what day and time are best for them, and the date and time are chosen carefully uh, based on their birthday and the time they give birth according to the lunar calendar. And because we really believe in the time and the day, so the room family had to go on time on the engagement and wedding ceremony. And next is engagement ceremony. That is the day. That is engagement ceremony is an official announcement of wedding ceremony, and it often takes place half a year or a few months before the wedding. But nowadays there are many couples they think that take a long time, so they decided to celebrate the engagement just a few days or one day before their wedding. It means maybe today is engagement and tomorrow is wedding. And because engagement ceremony is the important day, it's similar to the wedding, but it's smaller. So the the groom family have to prepare many things, many presents that I told you that turtle leaf, a recognize, and many cake like husband and wife cake, and green sticky rice, round sticky rice, and square sticky rice, and many things like white tobacco, candy, tea,
Yeah.
and engagement ring, and especially.
Did you say wine and tobacco?
Oh yeah, wine and,
Yeah.
and
And
tobacco,
tobacco. Yeah.
tobacco,
Okay, that's fine.
and especially these reason usually go in pair because it represents for a couple. Um,
Yeah.
and people placing them in an odd number of trays or boxes, and
Yeah.
we cover the whole things by red color or red paper,
Yeah.
because red color is represent for,
Lucky.
yes, luckiness,
Lucky.
luckiness,
Yeah.
happiness, and love. And and
Yeah. Okay.
and there are 5, 7, 9 male from the groom family who bring the trays of resin, and there are the same number of female from the bride family who receive the trays of resin, and the number of male and female must be an odd number, because like 5, 7, 9, or 11, because
Yeah.
we believe that odd number represent for the development, and
Yeah.
and the requirement for those people, for the men and the woman that they haven't got married before. And um, the female usually wear áo dài, and yeah, the men can wear áo dài or suit. And we believe that um, the people who bring or receive the trace of resin, they will lost or miss faith in love. So do you understand me?
They will miss.
Miss or lost the faith in love.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so the bride family um, have to prepare some envelope containing money, uh, to give to the unmarried men, and the bride family do the same things, that prepare some
Yeah. So it
yes,
sort of crosses
and
over.
and it means that the young man and the young woman receive the money, and they will get the faith in love back, and and we hope them have a good lover and get married soon. And on
Yeah.
the engagement, um, the bride the groom family will bring the present to the bride family, and they have to wait till the right time, um,
Yeah.
and they arrange the line up according to the family member that the team leader is grandparent, not a parent, and groom and the unmarried
So,
man.
so
Yes,
there's a hierarchy.
yes,
Yeah, from grandparents up there and
uh,
all the way down.
yes, and
Yeah.
whether they using means of transport like car, motorbike, bicycle, or walking, they should stop 100 meters from um, the bride house to
Yeah.
arrange the line and arrange the line up, and they have to wait till the good time, the right time, and when the time is right, they walk to the main door of the bride family, and the bride family and unmarried woman will receive uh, the trays of the present, and
Yeah.
they give each other the envelope containing money. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the room family are invited to enter the bride house, and they and two family sit around a table, and um, the member of two family are introduced by the re- re- representative of each family,
Yeah.
who is
So
usually
there's somebody on either side will introduce the
yes,
people to each
yes,
other.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So
That's fine. Eh?
they usually is an own or the one who experience on the traditional wedding process, and then the representative of the groom family, they will explain the reason why they are there today and ask for the bride to be the groom wife, and then the groom family unwrap the uh, resin and show to the bride family and ask for their approval. Um, and in some family, the bride does not appear until the groom is accepted to take her from her room to the
Yeah.
living room, and
Yeah.
uh, some of the resin will put in the ancestor after, and
Yeah.
then they will pray before the altar and ask the ancestor for the permission of their marriage, and
For their
then
marriage. Yeah.
yeah, and then the groom will give the bride engagement rings, and
Yeah.
um, the mother of the groom will have the bride wear the jewelry,
Yeah.
and um, um, so it's finished, and then they will divide the present of the room to everyone, like a friend, relative, neighbor, or
Yeah.
other member, and it means that the girl already have a husband.
Do they have to have um, a certificate, or do they have to go to a state office to get their wedding
Oh yeah,
authorized? Yeah, as
yes,
well, as well. But what you've just explained is the traditional ceremony.
Is that engagement ceremony?
Yeah, 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 yeah. That was fine. So it seems quite a lengthy process to go through. Seems to take a long time.
Yes, a long time, and I think it's really complicated.
uh, in is it still the case that um, is it the families who want the ceremony, or is it the bride and the groom would like something more modern and more simple?
Mm, no, maybe they have to do that.
Yeah. So does the bride and the groom in modern Vietnam want a simpler ceremony, or is it family pressure to have the three stages, the proposal, the engagement, and the wedding, with all the dressing up and inviting everybody?
Um, if they want to similar, maybe the
Yeah,
proposal and the engagement they just invite their relative and their friend, not invite everyone like a neighbor or something.
yeah.
Just a small party, or maybe
Smaller. Yeah,
yes, smaller.
yeah, yeah. Is But presumably that is a historic ceremony, isn't it? That the bride and the groom are seen to exchange presents, that they are seen, and they have people on either side. Are the boys and the girls who are the attendants for the bride and the groom, are they unmarried, or can they be married themselves?
Um, the people who bring or receive
Yeah,
the
yeah,
present haven't
yeah,
got married before, but other people it depend on it depend
yeah,
on and
yeah.
and in the email you add this the girl and the boy the groom or the bride um, friend or relative
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yes um,
yes,
be, if the bride or the groom family can find the suitable people, so they would be the friend or relative. But because the requirement that they haven't got married before, so some family they find it difficult to find people. So the wedding service um, will find the people for them.
so they hire them.
Yes, because it's like a job now. Because after do
Yeah,
that, the bride family or groom family give them money, so it's like a job.
yeah, 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 yeah. I understand that. Yeah, yeah. That's very good. Yeah, excellent. Thank you. I understand it better now. So what's the wedding like? What's the
Um,
wedding ceremony like?
um, it's a really like it's similar to the um the engagement ceremony, but
So more presents.
no present. Just uh, after the wedding, the groom family go to the um, bride family and ask to the permission to give to take her to the wedding, and
Yeah, yeah,
they will pray before the altar of ancestor,
yeah,
and wedding it take place is similar, but it
yeah,
take place bigger with more
yeah,
people.
yeah. It's more public.
Oh yes.
It's more, yeah, it's more out and about. But do they have to go to a state office to get the wedding recorded officially? Is there a civil ceremony as well as the traditional ceremony?
Can you answer that again?
In England,
Oh yeah.
yeah, in Britain, that you can have a church wedding, a religious ceremony, yeah, but you still have to get the wedding registered at a government office. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it has to be recorded, and you get a piece of paper saying Richard Ryan is married to Margaret Ryan. Yeah. Does that happen in Vietnam?
Yes.
Or is the family ceremony enough?
Before the wedding, they have to go the official. You said that official to have a paper, a certificate
Yeah,
paper.
piece of paper. Yeah,
The
yeah,
paper.
yeah. So, sort of, for the paper like that, sort of. I'm married to her, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah.
they have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they can celebrate the wedding ceremony in many places, because maybe the bride family in one place and the groom family in one place, and they
So they meet in the middle.
no, they will celebrate in bride family and
But
in groom family. Yes, many times.
is it seen as being too expensive in money terms? Is it seen as being very expensive?
Yes, with some rich family, they can do that.
Yeah. But what about sort of people who are less financially well off or better off?
Maybe they just celebrate one
Yeah.
is enough.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in England, when you go to other wedding, you will give them the present. Do you?
The in England there there's something called a wedding list, and the bride and the groom before the wedding write a list out of the things that they want, like cups and saucers, teapots, pots and pans, furniture, and they leave that with a shop, and they circulate that around the wedding guests and the family, and they choose gifts from that, and they pay for them, and then when the wedding's over, the shop delivers all the items off the list.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Or alternatively, much simpler is when the wedding takes place and after the celebration, the party or whatever, there is a place on a table where the guests put the presents that they brought or bought themselves. But that's more hit and miss. Yeah. So it is are Vietnamese couples getting married older or younger? So what's the average age for couples to get married at?
It depends on the people. They can marry whatever age they want. In um, in the south, maybe they want to have a stable job, and maybe they want to have house, have car, have many things
Mm.
to and
So,
then
so
yeah, a
they get
stable,
married later.
get a stable life. But in the north, um, after they got the job, they want to get married. They will marry soon, because it's one of two things important in their life. They want to have a stable life, younger.
Yeah.
Yes, it's depend on.
Mm.
And in Vietnam, we don't in wedding we don't give the couple the present. Maybe
No.
before the wedding ceremony, they will give everyone the invitation card,
Yeah.
and in the wedding ceremony, I will use the invitation card and put some money in that, and
Yeah.
to give them, and they can buy um,
What they want.
yes, whatever they want. And
Yeah.
I think it's similar.
Better idea. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was very good. Yeah. Did you find it useful preparing the presentation? Did you find it helpful for your English speaking to prepare the presentation?
Oh yes, it's a long presentation, and I have to remember this. And yeah, I haven't do that before, so I think it's
Do,
useful.
do you feel that your English is progressing, is getting better?
Yes, maybe because I can use some sentences that
Yeah.
I haven't used before, and maybe when someone asks me, and I can rely them in a simple sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reply to them. Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to talk about, or is there anything you want to say or do, or now, or do you want to have a lie down now that you've had you've done your presentation? Lie down in a there's an English phrase to say if you've had done something stressful, that after you've done it, you want to lie down in a darkened room and recover. Did you find it stressful
Oh,
giving the presentation?
oh no, maybe it helps me, and no, it's not stressful at all. I think it's
Oh, good.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, fine. So, what do you want to do next time?
Um, I
You don't have to say right now. Have a think about it,
yeah, I will think
and
about it.
what you want to do. Whether you want to um, read a poem or do another presentation or whatever you like. But it was very interesting. It shows up the sort of similarities and the differences between, you know, for the same ceremony, the wedding ceremony, between different countries. For argument's sake, in England, the proposal would be less public. The engagement, there would be a party, and the wedding, there would be a party. In England, people have complained that the wedding ceremonies are getting more and more expensive and bigger and bigger and bigger, and that it becomes a burden on the people when they start off. It usually ends up with the parents of usually the bride paying for everything. And what, whereas you seem to suggest that in Vietnam, the groom's family and the bride's family share the cost.
It depends on the family, and they will discuss together. They will
Yeah,
discuss
yeah,
together, and
yeah.
yeah, maybe the groom family will pay more. They will pay
Ah,
more.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Is the, you talked about the date and time of the birth of the groom and the bride being very important as to their future relationship and whether good will come of the marriage or whatever. Is that still taken seriously by younger people like yourself, or yes?
Yes.
Do you believe in fate and fortune?
Oh yes. It's interesting, and maybe everyone believe in that. And some people really believe in the fortune teller, and maybe
Mhm.
some parents go to the fortune teller, and the fortune teller said that the groom birthday and the bride birthday are not good of each other.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they don't. They don't. They're not a good fit. They don't fit together.
Yeah, they don't fit
Yeah,
together, and then they will not marry.
really.
Yes. Yes, in some family they do that. They don't approve for them to get married.
I assume you've watched a lot of rom-coms and K dramas about marriages and relationships. Have you, or am I misunderstanding you? Have you heard the phrase rom-com, romantic comedy?
A romantic
You
comedy.
know, yeah. Have you watched any on television or from K dramas from Korea or China?
Oh yes, romantic
Yeah,
comedy.
yeah. Do Vietnamese people get married for love, or is it a almost like a business arrangement? Say if
Um.
one is poorer than the other, you know, in England, you will there is a recent case where there is a 69-year-old man has got married to a 30-year-old woman. Now
Oh.
that is not normal, should we say? Are there examples in Vietnam of, say, a rich man marrying a sort of, or vice versa, a rich woman marrying
Uh,
a younger, better-looking man? Does that happen?
yes. The case that you say that one young woman married with
Yeah.
the old guys.
Older man, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like me, yeah, an old guy
Yeah.
like me.
It's happened in Vietnam, and yeah, I think it's a little it's popular.
A bit weird,
Yeah,
huh?
it day by day maybe it's more popular because um
Yeah,
many girls they want to have a rich life.
yeah,
They don't want to work, and they try to have
yeah,
someone to give them
yeah,
money. And but
yeah.
maybe most of the couple they married because love. Yeah, I think it's happened, but most of the
Yeah.
case is that they married because love or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. And you say you appear to say there's still in some of our other talks as well that there is a cultural difference between the north of Vietnam and the south of Vietnam. Will that go on happening? Is it? I know you're both. It's both the same country, but there seems to be, from what you say, quite a large cultural divide between the two parts. Does that apply to you? You've said it applies. Sorry, can I just let me cat out? One of my cats out. Oh, come on, Taffy. Sorry about that. I just had to let one of our cats out.
Yes.
Um, is that going to come together, or is that going to remain the sort of difference between the north and the south?
Um, you said that the difference between
Yeah,
the culture is
yeah,
different in some. It's the same type, but people make it
yeah,
different because their type of life or something. But um, in the ceremony, I told you that um, the number of trays of the present will be an odd
yeah,
number, uh,
yeah,
5, 7, or 9. But in the south, we just have 6 trays of tray of present, not
yeah, yeah,
we just have 6, not 5, 7, or
yeah.
9. And maybe in some area they have difference, that's mindset, and they
Yeah.
just make it different. But I think it's okay. And
It, sorry, go on.
and
Carry on.
because the difference, so my father told me that okay, maybe um you shouldn't marry a guy live in the north
North.
because yeah, because the difference, and it's make you maybe um
Yeah,
difficult to live with their family because
yeah,
the difference in the mindset or the culture.
yeah. So, just as a sort of hypothesis, if or when you get married, do you join your partner or the groom's family and you leave your own family?
It's depend. It's depend on. But nowadays, we like we like to live um, independence. We don't live with
One or the other?
yes,
Yeah.
because it's
You want just the two of you,
yeah,
just
just
the two of
two,
you together.
and it's happen popular now. Well, because we don't have enough the space for all of the people live in
Yeah.
the same house.
An extended family.
Oh yes,
The sort of extent. Yeah, grandparents, mother, parents, and then the new bride and the groom. Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
they live they will build the house near each
Yeah.
other and live, but not
Yeah.
live in the same house.
Yeah. How do you feel about speaking in English yourself? Do you feel more confident?
Oh yeah. Uh, I feel comfortable when I speak with you, but I don't know, maybe if suddenly force me to speak English, I don't know, I can be confident or not.
So say you met, once you start going out again, say you met a foreigner in the street who asked you for directions to a cafe or a restaurant, would you be able to speak to them in English
Oh,
confidently?
oh yes, yes, I can do that. I think
Yeah. But you can
I
do
can
that
do that.
now. Can you do that now, or has that come about because of your practice?
Yeah, I think I can do that now because the um I have someone to know the direction.
Yeah.
I learned this in the school.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. So have when life gets back to normal in Vietnam after the lockdown, will you be trying to speak more English or speak in English in the right place, at the right time in the university, say?
Yes.
Do you is that what you want to do?
Yes. Because I'm on the club, English club,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
want to practice English more
Yeah.
in myself, and then I can confident to speak with them, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Good. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about or do, or have you had enough?
Oh yes, it's enough.
Okay. Right. Bye. I'll
Bye.
see you again. Bye now.
Wish you have a good day.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I will try to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.